Hey dolls, welcome back to my beauty room. I want to jump right into things today. So I already did my eyebrows off camera, but like I mentioned to you guys, it's the same exact brow routine every single day. So if you are interested in seeing how I do my brows, then just check out my previous video and let's get started. For today's look, I'm gonna go for a halo eye, but I'm gonna start by priming my lids first with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color medium. You should always prime your eyes when you're doing any eye look because it makes the eyeshadows appear a lot more vivid and it makes them last a lot longer throughout the day. So if you haven't been priming, try it and I promise you it'll make a big difference. For today's look, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Textured Shadows palette, and I want this look to be nice and warm, so I'm going to start by using the color Sandalwood all over my crease as my transition shade. Once again, I'm starting off by using this Kiko Milano Eyes 200 brush. I love this brush. I literally use it every single time that I create an intense eye look because it does the job for me. It's so big and fluffy and it makes it so effortless to blend in shadows. I'm adding another layer of the Sandalwood shadow because like I mentioned to you guys before, I like to start with just a little bit of shadow and then intensify it as I go. It's the easiest way not to make a mistake. So I don't just stop at the crease. I actually like to bring it up a little further because my eyes are a little bit on the bigger side and it just looks a lot better when I do it like that. Basically, whenever you do a halo eye, whatever you do to the outer part of your eye, you have to do to the inner corner as well. And I like to start with some lighter shadows and then deepen it up by adding the darker shadows later on. So I'm going to take some more of that Sandalwood shadow with my MAC 221 small taper blending brush. And I'm going to start by popping that into the outer part. And then I'll bring it into the inner corner, but I'm gonna leave a gap in the middle for whatever shadow I want to put in there. So start off really light and then deepen it up as you go. With a look like this, blending is key, which is why I like to go in with lighter shadows first and then work my way up to the darker colors that I'll be using. I'm going in with the second layer and this is where I'm going to start deepening it up. I'm taking the color Henna, which is a beautiful reddish brown brick color, and I'm going to do the same thing. Pop it into the outer corners and pop it into the inner corners. I'm taking this NYX number 16 brush and I'm going to start blending things out just a little bit more. I'm just trying to avoid these shadows from looking harsh at all costs. And with that same brush, I'm going back into Sandalwood mixed with Henna and popping that into the crease again. And also the outer corner and inner corner. It's all about layers. There's levels to this ish. You see how it's starting to look blown out? That's exactly what I want. If you ever find yourself frustrated because your shadows are not blending out, just take your time blending and then go back in with a clean blending brush and blow it out a little bit more. I find that that trick really helps. I'm adding another layer, just packing it on as I go. Because I'm going to be working with glitter, I want them to be a little more intense than I normally would do it. Alright, you see that? I got the intensity that I want, but it still looks blown out, and I left that little part in the middle for the shadow that I'm about to use next. So now I'm going in with one of the textured shadows in the palette. It's called Trust Fund, and it's such a beautiful coppery color. But the thing about these shadows is that you need to use your fingers, so I personally don't mind it, but if you have longer nails, you might not like that. I've tried using a brush with these shadows, but it just doesn't work. But look at the effect that it gives when you use your finger. It's beautiful. I really like these textured shadows. They're so intense. I'm gonna put a little bit of Blessed on top of that. It's another textured shadow in the palette. I'm just playing with colors here. So on top of that, I'm gonna go in with the color 24 Karat. It's like a pure gold shadow. So let's see how this turns out. Look at that. It literally looks like I took a piece of gold tinfoil and put it all over my lid. I I love the intensity in these shadows. I gotta go back and blend that all out again. So I'm taking more of henna and sandalwood, popping that into the inner and outer corner and blending it all out until you can't see the harshness anymore around the edges. Now I'm dipping into henna and cocoa just to darken up the eyes a little bit more. I don't want to go too crazy, but it needs a little bit more depth. I'm just packing and packing and packing and blending and packing. Patience. Patience is the key. I love halo eyes. They're definitely not the ideal look to do if you're ever in a rush, but if you have time and you want a beautiful glamorous look for a night out or something like that, definitely try doing a halo eye. Oh, it's so beautiful. Since I lost some of that shadow in the middle, I'm gonna go ahead and pack some more of that on. And I'm gonna go ahead and switch brushes. This is the Morphe S20 with the same shadows, henna and cocoa. I'm gonna go back in and deepen that up. I feel like this will be a lot better. Yeah, I was right. Much better. I'm kind of pulling it outwards. See that? So beautiful. Slowly but surely it's coming together nicely, I must say. I must say. So with the same NYX brush from earlier, I'm going back with sandalwood and blending that out some more, of course. So you could just stop there if you want, but y'all know I'm extra and I love me some glitter. So I'm taking the NYX liquid crystal liner in the color Crystal Silk, and I'm just gonna tap it on top of that gold just to give it more of like a 3D effect. So I'm just gonna start dotting wherever that gold is in the middle. Honestly, I'm just winging it, but I think it's gonna look really nice at the end. All right, I'm done with the shadows for now. I'm gonna be using some liquid liner, but I'm not gonna create a wing today. I'm using the NYC liquid eyeliner in the color Extreme Black. So since I'm not creating a wing today, I'm actually gonna start from the inner corner and I'm gonna stop it right there. You see how I stopped my wing liner here at the corner? I did that because it's gonna make my eyes look a lot rounder, and I feel like it'll look better with the halo eyes as opposed to doing a wing and giving me more of a cat eye effect. I'm gonna be using a pair of the Weekly Wispy lashes. They come 5 in a pack, hence the name Weekly Wispies. I bought them at Ricky's and they look really pretty in the box, so I'm hoping that they go well with today's look. I like these lashes. I think that they're really pretty, but I don't know. I feel like for today's look, I want them to look a little more intense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop another pair of the same lashes right on top of the ones that I put on. Yes, honey. I just created my own double up wispy. So far, I really like these lashes. The band is really thin and they're not uncomfortable on the eyes at all. So the last step that I'm gonna do on my eyes is just go over the band just to make it a little less visible with some more black liner. Oh, and of course, add a little bit of mascara. I just love how mascara makes false lashes look. I'm officially done with this eye for now. I'm gonna come back later on and highlight the brow bone and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and work on my other eye and then we can move on to the face. The next product that I'm about to use is something that I was sketchy about buying because typically my skin doesn't really react well to any types of beauty oils, but I figured why not, I'll try it, and let me tell you, my skin has been loving this stuff. I have normal to dry skin and throughout the winter months, they're a lot drier than usual, so I've been using this Farsali 24 karat infused beauty oil and I love it. It's something that everybody raves about. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it all over Instagram and stuff, but the way that I like to use it, I'll shake it really well and then drop some on my skin and I just start tapping it into my skin wherever I'm really dry, which is usually on my cheeks, right here by my nose, on the sides, right here on my chin. just gives me so much hydration. Just a little warning though, it is kind of pricey though. I ordered it from Sephora, and with tax and everything, I believe it came out to $60. It's kind of small, but like I said, I love this stuff and I didn't expect to love it. So if you're in the market for a good beauty oil, a high-end one, then I think you'll like this. Today I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm in the color Sand, and I love this foundation. I feel like because it is oil-free, it's perfect for anyone who has dry skin and oily skin. It's good for all skin types. It leaves your skin looking so luminous and glowy, but you can also build up the coverage if you like. It's one of my favorites, to be honest, and I feel like everyone needs this in their collection. So I use about 2 pumps of it, and I feel like that's a little too much right now. I used about 2 pumps of it, and I still have some left over on my hand. So a little goes a long way with this foundation. I'm using my Morphe S94 brush to blend it in. I'm done applying the foundation. I have to conceal these lovely dark circles with my favorite concealer of all time. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color medium. I'm gonna go in with this first, and then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna put on top of that. So the reason why this is my favorite concealer is because it's thick, so it gives you the coverage that you want, but it doesn't crease on me the way other thick concealers crease on me, and I can't stand that. So this, without a doubt, is the best concealer in my eyes. So it gives you the coverage that you need, but every time you look in the mirror, you don't see it caking up on your fine lines, which is great. Yes, I put a lot of concealer on. You don't even need half of this amount, to be honest, but I guess I got a little crazy. I was talking to you guys, I got too excited, and voila, ended up with all this stuff. I was gonna use another concealer to kind of brighten up underneath my eyes a little bit more, but I feel like this is perfect, so I'm just gonna start setting my entire face. I'm gonna start by setting underneath my eyes with Lyric from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. That's the middle color. If you're one of those people that feels like you're too bougie to shop at the drugstore for makeup, then honestly, you don't know what you're missing out on. You will find so many gems at the drugstore, it's not even funny. Like, this face powder is $2. $2, and it's so good. It's called the Flawless Face Powder by e.l.f., and that's the perfect name for it because it leaves my face so beautiful after I set my foundation. I love it. The only bad thing about it is that I really didn't see a good color selection at all. I think they just had this one, which is light beige and ivory, which sucks, but yeah, if you're anywhere near my skin tone, you should definitely try this. It's such a steal. I took one of hubby's peeps. To bronze up my skin, I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. I've had this forever, and as you can see, I've abused the gold side, but I never actually used the bronzer, so I figured we'd give it a try today. I just wish that the bronzer side was a little bit bigger because I'm digging into the gold right now, and I don't want any of the gold. I just want the bronzer. All right, here goes nothing. Oh, it's not bad. It's actually really pretty. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but I used a light hand, and so far it looks really good. Wow, I really like that bronzer. I don't know what took me so long to use it, but definitely a score. Cleaning up this contour. Hubby's calling. Hey, babe. All right, where was I? Okay, I'm gonna set my eyebrows. L'Oreal Brow Stylist. Take this hair out of my face. Since I was already using this earlier, I might as well use the highlighter in it. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone, my inner corners, my cheekbones, bathe in it, get my glow on. Ah, that's more like it. Definitely gotta go back and blend that out. go crazy on the highlight. Can't forget to highlight my nose. Before I finish things up and apply my lipstick, I'm going back to my eyes because I haven't finished them yet. I'm gonna start off by putting sandalwood on my lower lash line. And on top of that, I'm gonna blend in henna. And last but not least, cocoa. Everything we used on the lid, we're using on the bottom. Taking this little Morphe brush from earlier and blending it out a little more. I'm gonna tightline with this Lancôme eye pencil in the color Black Coffee. It's a nice brown color. And for the waterline, I'm gonna use this NYX Slide On Glide On pencil in the color Glitzy Gold. Can you guys tell how much I love NYX products? I know I'm not the only one. Last step for the eyes, mascara. Finally, it's time for my favorite part, which is lipstick. I'm using the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the color Stepping Out. This is also a newbie for me, but when I swatched it, it was a beautiful brownish nude. So let's see how it looks with this look. Don't get me wrong, this is such a beautiful color, but I have a lot going on with the eyes, so I'm gonna have to lighten it up a little bit. I'm using the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Child Star. Put that in the middle. I used the same e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set. I really loved it last time, so picked it up again. So this is the final result. Do you guys remember in that vlog when Jesus went to Sephora and surprised me with this Huda Beauty palette? Well, a lot of you guys reached out to me on Instagram and on Facebook and wanted me to create a look using it. I love how today's look turned out and I hope that you love it too. That's it for now. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'll see you guys in my next video and thank you so much for watching.